Snake, the Peace Walker platform and AI have been shipped to the final testing base. Once assembled, it's only a matter of time before they launch the nukes. Hurry!
A base disguised as a mine? We never made it that far. I don't know what kind of place it is, but you'd better be careful, just in case.
I plan to.
I've heard that the American Army keeps dead alien bodies and UFOs in secret bases.
Aliens.
There are billions of stars in space. You've got to think that at least a few have civilizations more advanced than ours. I'll bet they visit Earth in UFOs. In 1947, the Army actually announced that they had caught a flying disc-shaped object near Roswell, New Mexico. Maybe you don't know about it, but those Army guys, they all know.
Oh, you don't say.
Anyway, there's no telling what kind of mystery weapons they might have stashed up there. Watch your back. Apparently, UFOs are connected to cattle mutilations.
Cattle mutations?
No, not mutations, mutilations. It's a word I'd never heard before. People have been reporting their livestock dying in mysterious ways near the same places where UFOs have been sighted. They say the bodies are drained of blood and the eyeballs and sexual organs are gouged out.
Wow, when you leave a corpse cut open in a field somewhere, the ground soaks up the blood.
Yeah, but supposedly these cows weren't cut up by any man-made means.
Maybe maggots got to them.
In some cases, they detected radiation.
Radiation?
Even in our own town, we had goats that died in strange ways. Some said they saw a monster. A lizard on 2 legs covered in spines from its head all the way down his back. I wonder if that's what the aliens look like. Or if it was some pet they brought with them.
Either way, doesn't sound like a very advanced civilization to me.
Well, if you see one, tell it I said hi.
Sure, if it speaks human.
UFOs kidnap people, too. You know, alien abductions. You've heard of the Heel abduction, right? That couple back in the 60s? So when I first saw the Colibri, I thought it was a UFO.
The Fulton recovery.
I know those guys are working with the aliens, even if they wouldn't let me see them.
Well, you better not get caught again, or they'll be experimenting on you.
I'd take that over torture. What do you think they look like? Completely bald, maybe, with gray skin and big black eyes? Or maybe they're 4 vara tall and wear skirts?
I kind of doubt it. I'll give you one thing, though. I've never seen anything move like that. Maybe the CIA really did make contact.
You see? It's true! You want to know something? I once met an alien cat.
An alien cat?
Yep, it was dark out so I couldn't see too well. But it was a cat with a huge long tail. Its eyes shined in the dark too.
Most cats' eyes do.
At first, I thought it was a regular cat. But then, he started talking to me. Inside my head.
Inside your head?
He said his name was Altargoso El Baki Muñudad. He'd come to Earth from the Andromeda Galaxy to check out Earth's nuclear weapons.
The Andromeda Galaxy? Mankind's barely made it to the moon. We couldn't possibly launch nukes that far.
El Baki said he was watching over us to make sure we don't destroy ourselves with nukes until the day we humans are ready to join the Space Federation.
It's a shame. This is supposed to be the era of détente, and still we've got people pulling stunts like bringing nukes into peaceful countries. If something ever went wrong and set off a chain reaction of retaliation.
I know. This planet could destroy itself at any time. Snake, is it true you took a picture of El Colibri?
Yep. Got it right here.
Whoa! It's like an actual UFO! I knew it! Los Yankees are working with the aliens.
I know it kind of looks that way, but...
Hey, Snake, can you make me a copy of that?
Well, I don't see why not. What for?
People pay good money for this stuff. We can use it to raise money for MSF.
Sure, kid. You go out and get us a good price for it.
You don't believe me, do you? I'll get the money. You'll see.
You ever see the movie 2001: A Space Odyssey?
Can't say I have.
Fantastic flick. The outer space special effects are incredible enough, but the depiction of AI is what really stands out.
There's an AI?
Yeah, a spacecraft pilot AI called HAL. It plays a major role in the story. Dr. Strangelove loves it too. Did I ever tell you about the time we first met up in Costa Rica?
No.
You know how she hates men, right? So we hadn't seen each other since NASA, and we just weren't hitting it off. Until we started talking about HAL, and then she started going off. The way she talked about it was so intellectual. The way she analyzed every plot detail, how passionate she was about the AI. It made me fall for her all over again. You know what? Here's to HAL for bringing her and me closer together. You should ask her about 2001 too. Then you'll understand just how amazing she is.
Amazing, huh?
HAL. Now there's a good name.
So tell me, what do they mine around here?
Gold, if I am not mistaken.
Gold? No kidding. I wonder what would be the fastest way to...
I do not know how much success they have had. You do not hear of anyone still operating mines around here.
Oh.
Generally speaking, people here are not too thrilled with outside capital coming in and taking away the country's natural resources. 4 years ago, a group of protesters hurled stones at the Parliament building when people found out the country had been bestowing mining rights to foreign companies.
I remember those barracks. They're full of crisscrossing pathways, so visibility is terrible.
Perfect for sneaking.
That may be true, but it will also be easy to lose your fix on where you are. You could end up bumping into enemies when rounding corners, too.
I'll be careful.
You'll get a better view on the roof, but naturally you will be more easily spotted, and there are few places to hide. If you are going up there, get a quick lay of the land and then come back down. The soldiers there do not have access to many long-range weapons, most likely because of the terrain. A sniper rifle could be really advantageous there.
I'll keep that in mind.
Good luck, Snake.
How's the horse doing?
Not too bad. You'd never know he was over 20 years old.
He was hers, after all.
Seems like some part of her became a part of him.
The platform and the cerebral AI are supposed to be assembled at an underground base disguised as a mine. If my guess is right, both of them have already arrived and are being readied for final testing. Destroying the platform will be difficult. I suggest getting up close and destroying the AI instead. Whatever you do, I'm begging you, don't let my Peace Walker launch a nuke. Hurry, Snake!
Go west, Snake. West. Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter. Oh, all right. Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Oh, have you had enough?
Not all enemies will be on the ground. Watch for hostiles on the roofs, too.
Looks like the base you're after has been made to look like a mine.
Nice. You're headed for a base they've done up as a mine.
The enemy's here! Enemy sighted. Commencing attack.
Understood. Eliminate all hostiles.
The enemy's here! The enemy's here! Enemy sight. Commencing attack.
Understood. Eliminate all hostiles. You can fit up to 2 people inside an assassin's straw box. for the underground base that's been disguised as a mine.
HQ, come in!
This is HQ.
This is Patrol. All clear.
Understood. Return to base.
What's going on?
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter. Damn it! You've been spotted by the guards. Take them out before they take you out.
How are you enjoying Mother Base so far?
Ah, it is wonderful.
Good to hear. I was worried someone as cultured as you would find the plant a little uncouth.
Uncouth? You've got albatross, and frigate birds, and terns, and tropic birds. Seabirds I have never had a chance to see in France.
Oh, well, great.
Sorry, I know I should not spend all day chasing birds. Is there anything I can help with?
I appreciate the offer, but I'm not sure what I could ask you to do.
Well, I'm certainly not cut out to shoot a gun.
Cecile, where'd you learn to move through the forest like that? The birds weren't scared of you at all.
Becoming one with the forest is the very essence of bird watching. They want to behave naturally if they sense a human nearby. And that can really affect your observations.
I see. Kind of like scouting then.
I am also good at spotting birds from a distance, tracking them based on the tiniest of clues, and being aware of my surroundings.
You're starting to sound even more like a scout.
The only way to find a bird is to think like a bird. Now, think you can find a place for me?
Yeah.
France has produced many philosophers over the years. Descartes, Bataille, Sartre, Baudrillard.
Yeah. I'm familiar with Sartre myself. He called Che Guevara the most complete man of the century, didn't he? Smart guy.
He does tend to sympathize with the left. What else do you know about him?
That's it.
You know nothing else?
Nope.
Ooh la la! The man is one of the giants of existentialism, you know?
Existentialism. I've been meaning to look into that. Nothing more dangerous than sneaking in without first securing an exit.
No, existentialism. Sometimes I wonder if my English is not better than yours.
Sorry, I'm just not into philosophy.
Ah, is that so? I would imagine it might really enrich your life.
I'd rather take action now than spend time thinking about what we are or how we're supposed to live. I guess you could say I live my philosophy.
Interesting. That sounds like something Sartre would say.
Yeah?
He says we are born with no defined nature, and that we are free to make ourselves what we wish.
Free. So he was one of those devil-may-care kind of guys, huh?
No. Actually, he meant that because we are free to create our own life, we must take full responsibility for our actions. Man is condemned to be free, is how he put it.
Condemned to be free.
But then, others will take it upon themselves to define who you are.
I've been feeling that way lately. I keep telling people to call me Snake, but nobody seems to listen.
Sartre also says, hell is other people.
Hell. Well, we are outside of heaven.
Do you have an interest in the visual arts, Snake?
Not really. Please, no deep conversation.
But you have heard of Picasso, yes?
Yeah, I've heard the name.
Sadly, Monsieur Picasso, co-founder of Cubism, passed away in the south of France last year. France was his home, you know.
Huh? I thought he was born in Spain.
Do you know his full name?
Pablo Picasso. Anyone would know he's Spanish with a name like...
Huh. Shows what you know.
What do you mean?
Okay, here we go. Pablo Diego José Francisco de la Pala Juan Nepomuceno Maria de los Remedios Cipriano de la Santísima Trinidad Ruiz y Picasso. What do you think? That was his full name.
Still, I don't see how...
A master of modern art. A genius who crafted over 100,000 works in various styles, spending the greater part of his life in France. The man is a part of our culture.
Yeah, that kind of stuff is of limited use in my field. But back to the point. Picasso was Spanish, right? Or am I missing something? He wasn't French, right? Right? Cecile.
What difference does it make? It does not matter if he was from Spain or from Mars. Picasso is Picasso. It does not change the fact that he lived in France, nor does it take away from his monumental legacy. Why do you care so much about where he was from, anyway? Whatever happened to the sans frontière part of Militaire sans frontière?
You started it.
France was his name.
What was that?
Nothing.
Tell me, Snake, do you ever put sweets in your rations?
Never thought about it before. Why?
Ah, I simply love them. French sweets are très délicieux. Everyone knows crepes, but there are also profiteroles, eclairs, madeleines, financiers. Then there's tarte-tatin, and you can't forget Savarin. Oh, and millefeuille, crepes, blancmange.
Yeah, you already mentioned crepes.
Soufflés, croquembouche, cannelle, Florentine, Queen Amagne, peach melbas.
Finished?
And macaroons. I love those the most. Macaroon Parisian are the best. They are so cute and colorful, and they contain meringue, so they melt right in your mouth.
Wow. I'd no idea macaroons were that popular in France, too.
What do you mean in France, too?
Macaroons are those coconut-flavored cookies, right?
Oh, excuse you? Macaroons contain almond powder, not coconuts.
Don't they have peanuts in them? I've had them in Japan a few times. I thought they were called macarons.
Macarons? Some cheap imitation, I am sure. French macaroons have a long and distinguished history. They date back to the 16th century when Catherine de' Medici of Florence married into the French royal family. The story goes that her pâtissier shared the recipe after they arrived. That is a history of over 500 years.
So, they're originally from Italy, then?
Well,
Don't macaroons come from Italy, too?
Look, I do not really think.
Keep in mind, macaron is almost identical to macaroni.
Well, that settles it.
I cannot believe this. To associate macaroons with macaroni? You, Monsieur Miller, are an insensible oaf.
Hey, why am I the bad guy? Come on, Cecile, wait! Cecile!
They must have had to clear a considerable amount of forest to open up that mine.
No doubt. So much for any hiding places, too.
And it is not just the forest. Without the proper precautions, the mine's wastewater could pollute the groundwater. And to top it all off, they are developing nuclear weapons there too. How can people care so little about their own country?
I'm not the one to ask about that.
Well, you may have abandoned your country, but you still treasure where you came from.
You think so?
Sure. I know you do.
Paz, whatever you do, never stop loving your country.
Take a look, Snake. That place is as wide open as a soccer stadium. Best to use a long-range weapon you can snipe with.
I can see several exits.
Right. Don't get too focused on any one of them.
Copy that.
Go get 'em, Snake.
There's no turning back now, Snake. Wipe out the enemy. Move on. Keep your eyes peeled for snipers. A good one can hit you from a mile away.
Wide open areas are a sniper's playground. Be ready.
We're counting on you, boss. They've okayed your request for a cardboard box. It'll be sent out shortly.
Wide open areas are a sniper's playground. Be ready.
They've got rocket launchers. To neutralize an enemy, put him to sleep, knock him out, or leave him in a near-death state. Whatever floats your boat.
I know it is not easy, but I have faith in you.
To neutralize an enemy, put him to sleep, knock him out, or leave him in a near-death state. Whatever floats your boat. Our future is in your hands.
areas are a sniper's playground. Be ready.
Time to make some freaking meat!
Rockets can travel a long way to their target. Never assume you're out of range.
Fire!
That's Huey's unmanned weapon, the Cocoon. Put it out of commission.
During development, I had trouble figuring out how to handle the Cocoon's excess heat. I'm embarrassed to admit it, but the radiators are most likely its weakest points. They're not heavily armored, as heat wasn't dissipating properly.
Where are they?
There are multiple radiators on the upper and lower sections. Just look for the exhaust fumes. The only thing is, the upper radiators typically aren't exposed. You should probably shoot for the lower ones first. You could move under its body to access the lower ones, but the Cocoon is capable of vertical movement, so be careful not to get crushed. Watch out for missiles and hedgehogs, too.
Hedgehogs? Anti-submarine multiple spigot mortars?
I adapted the technology for use as a surface weapon. Both the missiles and hedgehogs take time to load, though. It can't fire a hedgehog until the lamp comes on. As for the missiles, watch for the way the hatches move.
That'll be my chance to get close.
When the hatches open, out come the missiles.
That is El Escarabajo, the beetle. Even we don't know the Escarabajo's weaknesses.
That's not what I wanted to hear.
You could try asking that scientist, Huey, right? This is just common sense, but once it fires a missile, it must take time to reload. And moving a machine of that size must require the release of considerable amounts of heat. Another option would be to take out its weapons. Sorry I wasn't much help.
No, you've given me some ideas.
Get rid of the Cocoon. If anybody can handle something this big, it's you, boss. Do you have enough ammo and items? Send us a support request. support supply marker to indicate the drop zone for the supply.
Big. I do not know about this one, Snake.
This is better than the test! That thing can move! If I do say so myself. They've okayed your request for a cardboard box. It'll be sent out shortly. Look at that thing run amok! Would you believe I made it? They've okayed the request for support. They're sending out a cardboard box as we speak. You're asking for the impossible. We need some time. Try again later. unlocked memory boards. Pull out the memory boards. All the unlocked boards will have icons over them. Any boards you remove can be used to build our own AI weapon. Memory boards have different functions according to the icons displayed over them. You want. If you attack parts on the exterior of the machine, the memory boards that control those parts should light up. You can tell what a memory board does by looking at its color when it lights up. Peace Walker is in a hangar at the very bottom of the mine. Infiltrate the base and put a stop to the project by destroying Peace Walker's AI pod.
Enemies carrying shields can be a real pain in the ass. To hear Amanda tell it. Trying to fight those bastards while they sit behind their shields taking pistol shots at you is enough to make you want to rip your hair out. Get around and flank them if you can. You might want to try blinding them with smoke or stun grenades first. Also, armor-piercing rounds should make it a little easier to punch through their shields. Use them if you got them.
Wow, you made it all the way to El Basilisco's hangar. None of us has ever gone that far. I have no idea what the underground base is like.
Wish I could say the same.
It'll most likely be some kind of building, so...
Plenty of places to hide.
Right, but security will be extremely tight. Do not forget that the odds are stacked heavily against you.
Yeah.
The enemy's still on high alert after that last tangle. Don't get yourself caught.
Blue team, search for the intruder. Hey! Somebody there! I know I saw something. We're under attack!
Next! Next!
Enemy sighted! Prepare to attack!
Understood. Eliminate all hostiles. Fulton recovery helicopter is complete. What's wrong? What's going on over there?
Next!
Come in, HQ.
This is HQ.
This is Patrol. Target lost. Going to alert status.
Understood. The enemy should Peace Walkers down there. Use the elevator.
That tank is tall like El Basilisco. I bet if you climb on top, you'd get a real clear view.
Who's out there? He's here! We're under attack! Enemy sighted! Prepare to attack!
Understood. Eliminate all hostiles.
Come in, HQ.
This is HQ.
This is Patrol. Target lost. Going to alert status.
Understood. Looks like the door won't open with the security level so high.
Hey!
That thing's pretty high up there. If you were that high, you might be able to spot hidden enemies.
I know I saw something. Is somebody there? Hey!
Freeze!
That elevator should take you underground. To use the elevator, press the action button in front of the switch. Where they're storing Peace Walker must be around here somewhere.
What's that? What is it?
Freeze!
Find Peace Walker's hangar and destroy the AI pod.
What is it?
Freeze!
close by!
Understood. Eliminate all hostiles.
Start talking.
HQ, come in.
This is HQ.
This is Patrol. Contact lost. Going to alert status.
Understood. The enemy should still be nearby. Find him.
Freeze. Freeze. Freeze.
The hangar where they're storing Peace Walker must be around here somewhere. Find Peace Walker's hangar and destroy the AI pod. The hangar where they're storing Peace Walker must be around here somewhere.
Freeze.
What?
Find Peace Walker's hangar and destroy the AI pod.
Freeze.
Maybe a little elbow grease will get those shutters open. Try tapping the action button as fast as you can. Nice, Snake. From here, it's a straight shot to Peace Walker.
Initiate.
What's the situation?
We're waiting on acknowledgement from Reptile. It could be a while.
Don't take all night.
Coltman. I'd like to perform one final check. Everyone, take a break. I've got some concerns about the dummy.
Now's your chance, Snake.
Jack, you've returned. What's wrong? Your body temperature has fallen.
You're imagining things.
Have you come to destroy me? Your pulse has quickened slightly.
Just chilly. It's freezing in here.
I see.
Boss.
What is it, Jack?
Boss. Is that you?
What is it, Jack?
Do you have regrets?
Regrets?
About your final mission?
My final mission?
The one in Groznygrad.
I've never been on a mission there.
September 1964. You betrayed the United States, and then I killed you.
I have no record of such a debriefing.
Listen to me. I have to know. Did you defect to the Soviet Union of your own free will?
There is no mission record matching that description.
Ah.
Jack.
You're not the boss. The boss is dead.
Don't do it, Jack.
Drop your weapon, Big Boss.
Mammals showed the same response back at the lab. It's a sure sign that you are nearby.
It's an honor to meet you again, Big Boss.
I've seen that coyote before.
Lobo is the name.
Lobo? Smells like a rotting corpse to me.
I know all about you. Tselinoyarsk, 10 years ago.
You were involved.
The operation to eliminate the traitor. I planned the whole thing.
Shouldn't a suit like you be back in Langley? What the hell are you doing here?
It's what the CIA does best. Ensure people in the know keep their mouths shut, or else pack them off someplace where there's no one to listen.
I get it. Trying to claw your way back into their good graces.
It's not quite that simple. My aim is a new world order. Détente, the NPT. SALT, TTBT. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis, the structure of the Cold War has been coming apart at the seams. A new age is dawning. An age in which Peace Walker, an infallible nuclear deterrent system with the patience and cold logic of a machine, will play a vital role.
That's your plan? Assigning humanity's sins to a bunch of machines?
Quite the romantic. Remember the Cuban Missile Crisis, when the commander of a Russian sub refused an order to launch a nuclear-armed torpedo at an American destroyer? In retrospect, that man was a hero. He saved the world from all-out nuclear war. Humans are incapable of destroying themselves.
But an AI wouldn't hesitate to push the button.
Precisely. Making it the one real deterrent.
People hesitate, lose their nerve. Isn't that why deterrence theory works in the first place?
No. Machines don't make mistakes. Only men do. That's why a fully automated, mechanized deterrent like Peace Walker is needed. Once our system is embraced, Langley will again turn its attention to Latin America as the cockpit of the new Cold War. Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama. Peace Walker will be deployed along Central America's entire Caribbean coast. All of North America, South America, and the West Indies will be within its range. We'll bring law and order to the entire continent.
And you'll still be calling the shots.
You still don't get it. The age of heroes is over, buried alongside the boss and her bankrupt beliefs. From now on, our only heroes will be machines. Surely no one understands that better than you. Except perhaps your partner. A deterrent for hire. An army without borders. You've invented a new system too, and an admirable one at that.
That's supposed to be an offer.
I'm not offering anything. If I'm to sell my new system, you and yours have got to go.
Wait! Coltman, I have questions for him. Information critical to the completion of the mammal pod. Give him to me.
Don't waste too much time. We've just received word that the SALT II talks are on schedule. We will launch on time.
Snake, you are going to help me resurrect her.
Shut up! The boss is dead.
Bring him. Take him away.
hope you can hear me. Word is you've been captured by Strangelove. I'm guessing they confiscated your gear, but I know you've still got something left. Search your memory, Snake.
Any word from Snake?
I can't get through. Strangelove must still have him.
No.
We just have to trust the boss and wait.
For how long?
Amanda, you're cute when you're angry. But please calm down. He's prepared for situations like this.
With what? They'll find whatever he has on him.
No, they won't. Because this is something a lot more personal than equipment. And Snake never would have gotten rid of it.
I didn't defect. I'm loyal to the end, to my purpose. What about you, Jack? What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your old mentor? Your mission or your beliefs? Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings? The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
Rise and shine. Coldman's greed does not concern me. I'm only interested in one thing. The truth. I'm a scientist, an AI developer, but not an AI myself. I'm a scientist, and as a scientist, I find this distasteful. You understand? I am a scientist, and I expect answers that make sense. Now, what do you know? Your boss defected from the US, taking a Davy Crockett with her, and used it to launch a nuclear strike on Soviet territory. That much I know from the CIA's official debriefing. Did she defect or not? Answer me! Did she or did she not die for her country?
She sold us out. My orders were to take care of her.
Liar! I want to know the truth! Brace yourself.
You hate me? Fine. Turn it up. It doesn't change the fact that I killed her.
I know that. But what I don't know is your motive. Why would a hero, loyal to the end, betray her country? What really happened? What did you see?
She betrayed more than just her country. She betrayed me, too.
Then how do you explain that bandana? Why keep a memento of a traitor?
What are you talking about?
And what about that scar? Don't tell me you have the same scars by sheer coincidence.
Don't touch me!
Decorating your body with her memory. Rather effeminate, if you ask me. Answer me! Admit it! She sacrificed her life for America, didn't she? Sacrificed all for a country that cared nothing for her soul or for her dignity. And you... Yes, I do hate you. But even you must understand how I feel. I have a right to know what she died for. Why won't you tell me? You're no longer one of Washington's lapdogs. You have no moral obligation to your country. Answer me! Would you see your beloved boss brought back to life? Then say it. Say she died for America. That she remained true to the end. Gave her life for the country that betrayed her time and again.
No. That woman was a traitor.
Why? For what purpose?
She went to her grave, cursing her country.
Why? Who is it? What are you protecting?
I'm not helping you finish that thing. Face it, the boss is dead. Whatever's inside that machine, it isn't her.
I'm raising the voltage. The next one might kill you! Why? Why not just give up? He's passed out.
Get in there!
Couldn't you unlock that door somehow?
Don't be getting any ideas.
Couldn't you unlock that door somehow?
Checks out okay.
Ready to talk now?
I've got nothing to say to you.
I think you do. Very well then.
Kill me. I don't care. I killed her.
No! That is not what I want to know! Stop it!
Kill me!
Shut up!
Kill me!
Shut up! Take him away.
Get in there!
Don't be getting any ideas.
What about the ID card, Snake? Give it a try.
Checks out okay. Come on!
Let's have it. The truth!
I've said all I'm gonna say.
Is that so?
Up the voltage. Tell me. Tell me.
I don't hate you anymore.
Do it. Tell me. I killed her.
Please, stop! Stop it!
I killed her. My beloved. With my own hands.
not what happened. You're lying!
Okay. All right. The truth. She betrayed her country.
Liar! She's not a traitor! I don't understand it. Take him away.
Get in there! Don't be getting any ideas. Huh? What are you doing?
Snake,
Yeah.
it's good to hear your voice again. Sorry. Hey, you okay?
Yeah. My lungs taste like charcoal.
No smoking for you for a while, huh?
I'll be fine. I better get moving.
Nice work.
What's the situation with you? Everyone okay?
Yeah, but there's a slight problem. I can't get a hold of Paz.
Paz? I thought the professor was looking after her.
So did I. Here's the deal. I started thinking, and I sent someone over to the school the professor mentioned.
And the school doesn't exist.
No, it exists, but Paz has been a no-show. The person at the school said neither the professor nor Paz had been seen there in quite some time.
Coleman knew about us. We've been marked by the CIA. The KGB and Paz brought us into all this. Coleman must know about them too.
You think Coleman's got them?
No. Remember, Galvez isn't some pencil pusher.
Yeah, the KGB will have eyes on Coleman night and day too, which could mean they knew what the CIA would try to do and are just staying out of sight.
Let's hope so. See what you can get out of the KGB, Gaz.
All right, back to work.
I better get moving.
Snake, we haven't detected any signs that Peace Walker's been activated, at least from above ground. It's still in the hangar you were in earlier. This time, it's really our last chance. Destroy that AI.
On my way.
Snake, Peace Walker is being prepped for activation in the hangar at the bottom of the base. Get in there and destroy the AI before it's activated. Time's running short. Get over to Peace Walker's hangar now. These are all. I had no idea they made so many AI weapons.
I know I saw something.
Freeze.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete. Maybe that leads underground. Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter. Fulton recovery helicopter is complete. Enemies that coordinate their attacks are too much trouble when you're solo. Just steer clear. They're prepping Peace Walker for activation. Hurry!
Freeze. Freeze.
All right. All right. Peace Walker can't be far. Hurry. Recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter. Time's running short. Get over to Peace Walker's hangar now.
Freeze.
What's that?
Is someone there?
Freeze.
The enemy's close!
It's too late, Big Boss.
Snake!
Boss.
At last I found her. The culprit who led you here to begin with. Should have taken care of her back at the supply facility.
Snake, don't!
The mammal pod is finished. Peace Walker's activation sequence is complete.
Finished.
With the boss, you were loyal to the end. I'll grant you that. But your silence was exactly the answer I needed. 10 years ago, your mission was to kill her. And her mission was to be killed by you. She fulfilled her duty to America to the very end. Thanks to you, Snake, the final missing piece is now in place. And thus, the boss is restored to life as the mammal pod. I thank you.
Restored to life? You're crazy!
I'll let you in on a little secret, Big Boss. You see, I've already selected Peace Walker's initial target. An offshore area in the Caribbean. The trade winds will scatter the fallout all over the surrounding region. Crops and fish will die, leaving plenty of free hands to help us mass produce Peace Walker. Oh, and wouldn't you know, someone's gone and built a pesky little fortress there. Now who would do that? And right in the middle of the target zone, too. Oh well, all the better to test the warhead, CEP.
You bastard!
I wonder who'll miss a ragtag band of pirates all the way out in the middle of the Caribbean. But first, we're going to prove to the White House that our baby can travel the Caribbean coast on its own. The whole world will know of Peace Walker's versatility. They'll witness the birth of a deterrent that can penetrate both communist and guerrilla-controlled territory, traverse any kind of terrain, and deliver a nuke anywhere it needs to go. Untouchable, unstoppable, the perfect deterrent.
The Cold War's days are numbered. Deterrence isn't only about America and Russia now.
You know what? You're absolutely right. While we've been wringing our hands, China, France, even India have surpassed us. There's a free-for-all nuclear arms race brewing just below the surface. The nuclear threat will only spread, which is exactly why we must deter it here and now. And the Peace Walker Project is the key. The advent of Peace Walker will bring calm to this restless world. Don't you see, Snake? We need nukes, controlled nukes, to have peace.
Lies!
Peace Walker will restore order. Order in the form of a new Cold War. But if the world is to understand the genius of our plan, we must launch!
Snake!
Stop them, Snake! Don't let him get away!
The pod's outfitted with a self-defense module. Upon detecting attack, it aborts its command and enters small target suppression mode. Right now, Peace Walker's highest priority target is you! Here it comes! active, and its self-defense system is targeting you, Snake. You better find a way to stop it quick.
Peace Walker contains an assembly of 2 AI pods. One of them is the mammal pod, which Dr. Strangelove developed. The other's the reptile pod, which is mine.
What's the difference?
The reptile pod is the attitude control AI. If it's destroyed, Peace Walker grinds to a halt. The mammal pod is responsible for making the decisions regarding nuclear retaliation, reflex, and thought. One is the brainstem and cerebellum, the other the cerebrum.
So, the one that houses the will of the boss
would be the mammal pod. We call it the reptile pod for a reason. The parts of our brains that govern basic life and reflex developed ages ago, when our ancestors were still reptiles.
We were reptiles?
Well, only at one stage of our evolution. The theory was proposed by the neuroscientist Paul MacLean.
Huh.
The reptile brain corresponds to the brainstem and basal ganglia in our brain. The reptile pod also incorporates the functions of the cerebellum.
So basically, it's the deep parts of the brain.
Dr. Strangelove came up with the name. The part of our brain that developed after we became mammals is responsible for high-level brain functions.
Such as?
Such as intelligence, judgment, even love.
That's high level, all right.
Location-wise, the mammal brain is on the outside of the reptile brain. The cerebral cortex is part of it. I think it's very telling that Dr. Strangelove named her pod Mammal. It's almost like she wants it to be more than just an advanced AI. What she really wants is for it to have a mind of its own.
Be careful, Snake. I have no advice on dealing with El Basilisco's attacks, but you may be able to use its size against it. Its movements will probably be just as big, meaning it should give some kind of warning before most of its attacks.
That's true.
It might be good to start out by studying its movements, watching what it does before each attack. That should help you avoid most of them. And weapons that walk always have one guaranteed weakness.
The legs?
Right. Destroy its legs, and you'll stop it from moving. You might even be able to knock it on its back if you're lucky. Just make sure you are out of the way first.
Do you have enough ammo and items? Send us a support request.
Self-defense system online. Launching S-mines.
Buster bomb!
Launching S-mines.
Careful not to let it step on you! They've okayed your request for a cardboard box. It'll be sent out shortly.
Firing rocket launcher. Flamethrower engaged. Light drive motor charging.
Watch out! They can fire those missiles backwards, too!
Launching S-mines. System up online. Reinitializing platform. Launching SSP mines. Lock. Engaged. Flame thrower. Engaged. Red. Panic. Reinitializing platform. Flame thrower. Engaged. Switching online. Lock. Disengaged.
There it is. It's still in range. Peace Walker's estimated top speed on level terrain is 25 miles an hour.
Come on, I bet you can do at least 30.
Paz is on board the Hind too.
I noticed that.
She's our client. We have to protect her. Snake, don't let Peace Walker get away.
The day is dawning. Go! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Snake, you're entering the woods. Watch out! Peace Walker's getting away.
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
Approaching the border.
See you around, big boss.
Holy, look at that! Snake, that's the border up ahead.
Hang in there. Damn it.
Snake.
Kaz, Peace Walker's gone. They've got Paz, too.
Yeah, but
Why, Kaz? What would Coleman want with Paz?
Paz was with the professor, i.e. the KGB. Once Coleman discovered that, he figured out what was really going on between Paz and Galvez.
He's trying to figure out how the KGB planned to stop Peace Walker. And he thinks he can get the info from Paz.
That's crazy. Paz won't know anything.
Well, he probably doesn't buy that.
You think Galvez has already been killed? By grabbing Paz, Coleman's saying,
Stay out of this, or lose your client.
damn it! I can't believe we didn't realize what was going on before we lost contact with Paz.
Don't have time for that, Kaz.
Snake.
Paz needs our help.
Right. This isn't about money anymore. You better move. We know where they're headed.
Yeah.
You can thank Amanda.
Snake, that river you chased the Basilisco across is the Rio San Juan. The other side is our country. I had some Nicaraguan compas track it there. They're focus from the GPP faction, so we don't work together so much.
Where'd it go?
West, along the border, towards Lago Cocibolca.
There's a U.S. military supply base on the southeastern shore of the lake. Ever since that earthquake 2 years ago, America's had the entire region to itself.
That is where the Basilisco is. I'm sure of it.
Lago Cocibolca. How do I get across the border?
There is a route that we use to cross. It's just a little boat, but I can introduce you to the captain.
I appreciate it.
We will never leave Nicaragua at the mercy of someone like William Walker again.
Snake, Coldman's going to launch the nuke from that base. He's targeting MSF. Based on what Huey's told us, it'll take 2 more days to prep for launch. But it looks like there's another reason they picked that date.
What's that?
Tomorrow is day 1 of a US-Soviet summit in Vladivostok. The launch is probably connected somehow.
That's right. They're holding the SALT II talks.
You think Coldman's trying to disrupt the negotiations?
Either that, or use it as a bargaining chip.
He's still got pause, too. At any rate, we're running out of time.
I'll figure something out.